Okay, I'm going to do a vid with Jessie, my 2-year-old jungle carpet python. Now, he does not look yellow, but he is quite yellow. And look at this dude. Jack, man. You know, you ain't coming out. So just stop it. Squishing yourself in there. It's almost like, I don't know, does he sense that I have Jess out? I've no idea. But anyway, this is Jessie. And look at those. I'll go back out. Those beautiful head markings that he has. Lily doesn't have defined head markings at all. Hers are wishy-washy, but Jessie's are absolutely incredible. Actually, he's beautiful. But I don't, I may or may not have said, I should write down what I've said in previously, but I don't go by, his markings, his colours. It really is also, their temperament, their personalities, all of that is a judge of what a beautiful snake actually is. Now, this log is almost like Jessie's security blanket. He's not great, excuse the phone, which I'm not. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Will I, won't I, will, I didn't. But anyway, and they didn't leave a message, so I don't believe it'll be too important. Yes, so, I don't know if I said, but this is Jessie's security blanket, but it's a log, not a blanket. He's not the best to handle. He doesn't bite. He's not aggressive. Oh, and Jack is driving me to distraction. He's lifting that table. He's doing everything he can to try and venture out. So as soon as Jessie's had time out, Jack will be back out again today. Like I said, Jess is not the best to handle. He doesn't bite. He just appears to be a very, very insecure snake. I don't know why. I don't know how that evolved or anything. He just grabs hold of me like he's going to fall from a 20-story high building or something. I don't know. If I, get him out and let him go of his own accord, he is fine. But, I can. I can actually physically get him up, and there's no real issues with him wanting to snap me or have a go, but he has a limit on that, and or maybe they did leave me a message. Sorry for saying you weren't important. But he is not the best to handle, and he's 2 years old, so you know, what is the go boy and why are you like it? I've tried everything, so I'm just hoping that as he gets older, he will lose that. You know, is it because his muscles aren't very strong and he needs to build them up? I'm figuring it out. Like I said, nothing has happened to him to make him be like that. So I'm very interested if anybody has any ideas on what I could do to try and get that out of him. I would really appreciate it. I've tried holding my hands perfectly still to allow him to move himself around me rather than me sort of moving and supporting him as he glides through my hands. I don't move at all. I stay perfectly still so he can adjust himself. That's a bit blurry. So yeah, just so that he can adjust himself, so he knows what he's doing. As I said, you know, he quite freely comes off and heads off and does what he wants. But if I were to interfere with that, and maybe I'll try and get a shot so you can maybe see what I'm talking about. So I'll put this up and hopefully I'll have it in view. It's hard to tell from where I am, but I will pick him up now and you can tell me what you think. I hope he does it and doesn't make a liar out of me, which they can do, but he goes. So I'm sure I'm not in frame right now. Okay, now, you know, hard to see, but literally when I picked him up, he rapped with his head, etc. immediately. This is way better than what he used to be. It was, you know, he's still kind of doing it. You know, it's almost like I don't know what to do with the rest of me. You know, I've seen him tie himself in literally knots. Yeah, and then I'm thinking, well, how are you going to get yourself out of that one? But he always manages to. You know, it's almost like he feels more secure if I just, you know, I think to myself, well, wrap your tail around my arm. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself, you know, but it's almost like he doesn't know what to do with that back end area. You know, he's going to tie himself in a little bit of a knot till he figures out not to do that. But, you know, he isn't the best to handle. You know, right now he's going through the cracks in my finger. I try and do that as slowly as possible so he doesn't feel like I'm going to drop him. Actually, this is much improved. So the initial pickup is terrible. You know, he is not relaxed. This part, yeah, this part, there's no way I can get my hand out of that one. You know, I don't know. But anyway, he's still gorgeous, as you can see. He's going to be a beautiful, beautiful boy. Well, he already is, but so this is Jesse, 2 years old, and a bit of a funny dude, but we don't mind funny dudes in this house at all. Wow, you saying hello? So there you go. I can drop this, and he's quite comfortable with that. So in actual fact, a lot of the time he's more comfortable like that than he is with my 2 hands. So yeah, he is one strange boy. I'm just wondering when he's already loosening his tail, and he's already getting ready to grip with his head, but he's gone a bit far at this particular point. Like I said, I hope it settles as he gets bigger. And he chills down a little bit. Wow, this is kind of interesting. I can't put Jesse around my neck because I'd never get him off. He would have a strong hold. Not that, I mean, he would wrap around my neck and be choking the shit out of me or anything. I just know the difficulty in trying to get him to release himself from around here in any way. It's already going to be difficult to get him to release in the position that he's in unless he does it all by himself. But I'll try and maneuver him out. I take it very slow with him to not frighten him at all, because you're a good boy, except for this ripping the crap out of me. It's Jesse's feed day tomorrow. He's still on a 7-day feed. He's eating a bit bigger than Weena. Well, yeah, Weena. I'm probably going to be looking at upping him to 2. He's too small for small rats, but I know that he's ready for a bit more. I do know that his muscle tone is shocking, so we've got to build that up as much as we possibly can. As I said, he's not an aggressive, snappy. See, this is what he'll do. And that's nothing compared to what he actually used to do to me. So, yeah, he is getting better, but it's a very, very, very slow process. For a long time, I would get him out on a branch with multiple, branches all over it, and just let him crawl on that, not actually be on me. If he wanted to come on me, he could, but yes, I've tried multiple things. Getting him out of his enclosure can be a bit of a nightmare, not in terms of he's aggressive. It's just him gripping everything to prevent me from getting him out. I only keep Jesse out for short spurts. Virtually when I finish, I just hate you doing that, dude. You know, I'll put this here because I will let him, you know, as soon as he kind of realizes it's not me, you know, he chills. So I've never dropped him. I've never done anything that I don't think that I've frightened him in any way. I think it's you know, just who he happens to be. The moment I open up that enclosure to go put him back, in he goes, and away he goes. Like, yeah, he's cool. So, you're a silly boy, aren't you? But anyway, that is my Jessie. I'll show his feed tomorrow. He's a brilliant little feeder. So I'll sign out. Bye.